Happy Sunday and welcome to AUSL Pro Softball on MLB Network from Parkway Bank Sports Complex in Rosemont, Illinois, as the AUSL All-Star Cup continues. And our matchup tonight features Team Klingler taking on Team Palacios. Thanks for spending part of your Sunday with us, along with former Olympic medalist Danielle Laurie. I'm Mark Neely. Sydney Supley down on the field. We will check in with her in just a bit. Let's begin with last night. Lots of drama. Great game. We saw pitching early and then the hitting when it mattered.
Well, you just said everything right there. I mean, the pitching, it was a legit pitcher's duel until all of a sudden it wasn't. And to me, it is the rookie that continues to keep having great at-bats. Look at her go down and get this pitch. This is such an elite level job of being able to go down, get a change piece, mop it up. I thought this was maybe going to be enough to win it, but it wasn't. Bailey Klingler, the captain, 2 strikes, able to turn on an inside pitch over a 200-point swing, wins the game. How can you not fall in love with softball? Look at this. Look at the emotion, all the things. Love it.
Team Klingler was down to their final strike when the captain sent one deep off the other captain, Sam Landry. So Bailey Klingler back atop the leaderboard. Corrick's not playing tonight. So Kilfoyle, Flippin, the others that are going to be in this game have an opportunity to maybe be a captain next week and jump into that 3 spots. Let's take a look at the Team Klingler lineup, and where else would we go except for Bailey Klingler after down to her last strike. Completely turned things around and made the leaderboard look a lot different than we anticipated going into the bottom of the 7th. They're going to face in the circle someone who maybe kind of quietly has been having a real good All-Star Cup, and that's Kenzie Brown.
Yeah, Kenzie Brown. I mean, I had a ton of fun watching her compete and play for that Portland Cascade, and then seeing her here in this All-Star Cup. She really has just been a true rock in the circle. You see her regular season numbers playing with the Cascade. The best changeups that you will see in this game all around. I'm talking probably in the world, one of the most elite changeups that she can throw at any point.
Skylar Wallace leading off. It takes down and away from Kenzie Brown. Three hits so far in the All-Star Cup for Skylar. Finished her collegiate playing time with the Florida Gators. There's that off-speed pitch, and that's going to get the strike from plate umpire Robbie Guest.
I like that pitch. I know you're looking over here like, what do you think of that? I do. 58 miles an hour.
It is a pitcher's pitch.
It is.
Bounce right side, far to her left. That's gobbled up by Agbayani. And throw over to first by Leach to begin the game. Skylar grounds out. You know, you mentioned that changeup for Kenzie Brown. You know, that's for someone that hasn't thrown it for a long period of time. It's incredible how good she's gotten.
And I think she's learned that pitch has kind of been the difference from her going from good to great. You saw her at Arizona State 2 years ago get to that regional against UCLA, and they were not able to make it out. And I know she just went to work, and you saw that postseason run that Arizona State had, making it all the way to Texas.
Romero sends that to right center field on the run. In and out of the glove of Amari Harper. Now has to chase it to the edge of the track. And Romero's off to the races and into third with a slide.
Well, this ball, I mean, it was crushed. This was Oppo Taco, but you know, Mark, this has to be caught, right? Like, this gets off her glove, and I thought for a second maybe on the second she'd be able to go get it, but not able to glove that up, and Romero makes her way all the way to 3.
And it brings up the captain, Bailey Klingler, with an early chance to give her team the lead. The infield cheating in here. The home run she hit on the last swing of last night was her first home run of this All-Star Cup. That is just foul past third. They do rule that an error on Harper, which is an important decision for Sydney Romero. Instead of that being a triple, that's no chance to Get those points. 230 leaderboard points from that 7th inning homer for Bailey Klingler last night.
I know. That was... What a big at-bat that was. It just was going back and forth, fouling off a lot of pitches against Sam Landry, and got something she could handle, and that was huge.
Pitch there from Brown. Gets it past Klingler. Levels the count at 2 balls, 2 strikes. So a 3-base error has put Romero at 3rd base. 1 out, just underway, top of the 1st, and that's to right field. That should be deep enough to get the run home as Harper makes the catch. No chance to get Romero, who trots in. A sac fly for Klingler. It gives her 6th RBI of the All-Star Cup, and Team Klingler with a 1st inning run. It is an unearned run. That's important for Kenzie Brown, the pitcher. If it's an earned run, that's minus points for her, -10. Not the case because it's unearned. And you just saw Bailey Klingler like, okay, I've got a job to do, and that's getting the run home from 3rd. I don't have to hit it out this time. Let me just put a good swing on it.
Yeah, let's try to just elevate, get that ball up in the air, try to hit that ball to the right side. Big sac fly to get that first run across here for Team Klingler. And, you know, last night, I mean, the runs didn't come until the bottom of the 7th inning. It was tough for them to find ways because it was such a pitcher's duel. And
that was the first time an All-Star Cup game had gone to the 7th inning scoreless in the history of the event. Going back a handful of years. Popped up. Who wants it? The shortstop does. Tiare Jennings makes the catch to retire the side. But Team Klingler takes advantage of an error and scores an early run.
Different countries. I want to break you down her 2026 schedule. The first 3 months she starts off playing in Mexico's softball league. After that, she goes to Japan's Diamond League, and then she comes back to America where she plays for Team USA in the Carolina Blaze. And then you have her here in the All-Star Cup, and after she wraps up here, she goes back to Japan. She said, I learned something new about the game in each country that I play in. Japan is fast-paced. We're here in America. It's a lot of power, but she said the #1 thing is I've learned how to stay true to myself and my craft no matter what environment I'm in, and we're seeing it shine in the brightest way.
Yes, Sydney, she has been really interesting to watch. Going back to her collegiate career when she was at your alma mater, Danielle, at Washington, and where she is to this point, really amazing, incredible.
Well, and so many, you know, different experiences. I think the older you play, the better that you technically get in this game. Great play by Flip.
And a Flip it just gets everywhere.
It does.
She has been a defensive marvel as usual. They get Harper on the pop out to shallow center for the first out. I'm going to bring up Aubrey Leach. Let's take a look at that Team Palacios lineup for Captain Charlize Palacios, who's in the 3 spot. You got Bubba Nichols Camarena batting behind her cleanup. And the always versatile Aubrey Leach batting in the 2-hole here, back in the infield, which we saw her play most of the time at Tennessee. Been in the outfield some here in the All-Star Cup. Aubrey was a member of Team Rachel Garcia week 1, Team Ricketts last week, Team Palacios this week. Aubrey Leach, who picked up a law degree from Tennessee in May of 2024. Flipping. She is unflappable. Well, in the circle for Team Klingler, Minnesota alum Amber Pfizer.
Yeah, Amber Pfizer plays in that regular season with that Chicago Bandits. If you do not remember her, played at Minnesota. Remember watching her help get that team to the Women's College World Series for the first time ever. See her numbers from that regular season. Good amount of innings pitched, 31 on the summer, and some good opportunities here in this All-Star Cup.
And has pitched well, an ERA of about 2.5 through her 3 appearances. This is her 3rd start in the All-Star Cup. Using a strike to Palacios. Charlize was top of the leaderboard after Series 2, and that's to Flippin. Well, you hit the ball in the direction ahead of Flippin, there's usually going to be some quick outs. Break there, you guys were comparing notes about raising currently 10 and 13-year-old girls.
Hey, it's the best thing that's ever happened to me, but some days it's the most challenging thing that ever happened to me. So either way, I feel like I'm in a good spot. I'm learning how to be a dad to a teenager very slowly. But other than that, man, it's been absolutely amazing, man. Being a girl dad has made me a better human being, and I'm so happy I'm a girl dad.
Well, and you have, your 13-year-old daughter is playing softball. How cool is it that you have this AUSL All-Star Cup, the AUSL throughout the summer, that she can kind of watch these pros do their thing? Do you ever sit and watch games with her?
Yeah, well, I think what's even better than that is the fact that we've gotten to know these women over the last 5 years. And being able to have, little sisters and to have these role models for my daughter, both of them, just to be able to represent the sport the right way, to give them something to look up to, and to let them know that whatever they want to do in life is possible. And these women prove that to my daughter each and every day. It's really, really cool to have them as role models.
Besides the AUSL regular season, the All-Star Cup going on now, I wanted to mention the MLBX Derby, the Home Run Derby, which is a co-ed home run derby. It's really interesting how it's set up. I know you've got a lot of commentary on that. And now it was in Philly at the All-Star game. And
yes,
then recently, earlier this month, in Atlanta as well. What were your impressions of it? How much? It's a really unique event.
Very unique. And the fact that Major League Baseball trusts us enough to be able to go out on the biggest stage we have during All-Star Week and put on this show was absolutely amazing. Absolute wonderful turnout. And just in general, I think if, like we've always said, if we didn't have the women in our sport and we didn't have our women in MLBX, I don't think we would have the show that we have. It's so amazing to be able to watch these women go out on the same stage that these men do and do the exact same thing and more. So the event we just had in Atlanta was absolutely amazing. Got to meet Jordan for the first time, Megan, who's absolute a stud. You saw that missile he hit last night, went down there and got that thing. So I think just in general, the game is getting better, and it's never been in a better place. I give a lot of credit to Kim with everything she's done with the league, as well as everybody else, because everybody's pulling the string in the right direction, and it's really, really starting to pay off. It's a lot of fun to see.
Where did the idea come for you guys to be able to include the women in this MLBX Derby?
Yeah, well, I mean, it started off as a 3-on-3 kind of competition. We started off in London in 2021, and we just thought, hey, I mean, why not? I mean, at the end of the day, I mean, at the moment, women are having such a moment in sports right now, and you really kind of want to hit when the iron's hot. And so I think just for all of us, we thought it was the best idea possible, and we could not have been more right. It has just absolutely exploded. We are in an unbelievable position, and once again, so blessed to have the backing of AUSL as well as Major League Baseball.
Well, I think about, getting to see these women, and I've been out of the game for a little bit, but like players like Megan Grant, Brie Ellis, just the power and athleticism. Like, what do you see from your perspective, being a longtime pro and so good at your craft, but what they're able to bring to the table and just that in general, how cool?
I think the only word is wow. And it absolutely is amazing because these women get out there and hit the stage and the crowd oohs and ahs. And it's absolutely amazing to have them as part of what we're doing. I've gotten the chance. The first girl that I ever got to hit with was the great Erica Pianca-Stelli, right? The Stelli braids, the whole nine. So being able to have Stelli on my squad, as cool as she is, it was my introduction to professional softball, and to be able to meet her first and then to spread my wings and start to meet everybody else. It's just been an absolute dream come true. We've had so much fun, and we could not be more blessed to be putting on a fun show like this.
Erica Pianca-Stelli, one of the legends of ASUL softball. Unfortunately, we'll leave it there. So much. Thanks for the call to the bullpen. Thanks, Nick.
Hey, you got it, man. Thank you, guys. Appreciate y'all. Have a great day.
There, it's Yacht Rock night. You were enjoying the tunes between innings, as do I. One of my favorite genres.
Fun fact, when I listen to Sirius XM radio, I listen to The Bridge.
It's very similar to Yacht Rock because there is a Yacht Rock channel of its own dedicated to Sirius XM. Here's Bubba Nichols Camarena.
I have yet to find Yacht Rock on Sirius XM. I need to find that channel.
Oh, it's very close to the bridge.
All right.
Sirius XM needs to send us both free memberships and subscriptions. That just came out of the blue, but yeah. Ball and a strike on Bubba. She hit a home run earlier this weekend. unearned run for Team Klingler in the first inning. So neither team has had an actual hit to this point. A little bit upstairs from Amber Pfizer. Count in Bubba's favor, 3 balls and a strike. Pfizer set down Team Palacios in order with all 3 balls put in play and all in the direction of the shortstop Hannah Flippin, who did what she has done all-Star Cup, and that's field flawlessly. 3-2 pitch to Bubba. Foul down the left field side. Let's take you back earlier this weekend when Bubba went deep.
Bubba Nichols, Camarena goes down and gets this drop ball off Sam Landry. Puts it out dead center, 230 to center. Found its way.
Most of the balls that have gone out this weekend have gone to center field. Maybe Megan Grant's to right center is one of the exceptions.
There's a magnetic pull out there, it seems.
There is. It's dead center field. Bubba works the walk. So there's the first base runner for Team Palacios. You know, if Team Palacios can rally and win this game, that means all 3 teams will have won 1 game this weekend and probably would compact the leaderboard a little bit. But Team Klingler sees the opposite, where they're thinking, hey, if we can win this game, especially Bailey Klingler might even create a little more separation between her and the other 44 players. Your leaderboard up to the moment. Up top, Sammy Williams playing third base. Right on that inside corner.
A really nice job being able to paint that fastball in under the righty's hands. It's a good job with that location.
Sammy, who was the hitter of the year in the AUSL regular season, playing right here for the Chicago Bandits. How about those numbers? You're hitting
I know.
427.
Hitter of the year, no doubt about it. It is, with the caliber of pitching that they have, to be able to put up those types of numbers, it just goes to show when you get on a heater, seeing it well.
She was basically on a heater all 25 games of the regular season. Deep but foul down that left field side. If you're into the advanced analytics, her 427 batting average, her OPS was almost 1,400.
Wow.
Her on base plus slug. Nice scoop up there by Reese Atwood. Well, full count. Nobody out here in the Team Palacios second inning. Got it past her, wave and a miss. Pfizer, a little extra oomph on that one, and records her first strikeout for the first out of the inning.
Well, and a really nice job of being able to own the inside part of the plate and get those long foul balls, right? But then she spins this curveball on the outside part of the plate that has some good wiggle, good movement. Just goes to show when you can establish the inside part and then be able to say, hey, that's a long strike, and then work away. Was able to get her with the big strikeout.
Sydney McKinney, that's going to find a spot in left field. Kendra Falby plays it in quickly. The 5th hit of the All-Star Cup for Sydney McKinney. And 2 are on with 1 out.
And swinging first pitch. A little bit of a jam job, but so strong, be able to hit that ball and just bloop it out there to left. Base hit in the books all day.
A little meeting in the circle. Bree Ellis is coming up. Robbie Guest, plate umpire, going out. Robbie, by the way, is going to succeed Vicki Van Cleek as the secretary rules editor for college softball. That'll be effective September 1st of next year, 2027. Great umpire. He's umpired in the Women's College World Series 3 of the last 4 years, including this season. In 2026, he was in Oklahoma City. And he'll have a new job in a year. We do have plate umpire Robbie Guest, by the way, mic'd up. If the umpires do confer among one another, we can eavesdrop on that. Ellis fouls it off for more of Bree Ellis, or Sydney.
When I was watching Bree Ellis warm up, she broke down that she's got a new warm up where she's really trying to simplify her swing. She will go check swings, which is stopping at contact with the ball in her barrel, just trying to make sure that she's coming down on the ball. Her swing has natural lift, so look for her to hit a ground ball or line drive in this situation and try to get on top of Amber Fizer's pitches that are spinning up.
I like it.
Just find a way to put it in play. Comeback player of the year this season in the AUSL regular season. Hit 5 homers in the regular season. Added 1 more in the postseason for the Utah Talons. The 2-time champs now. Two on with 1 out. Under the hands of Bree, and now evens the count at 2-2.
Well, I like both those pitches, though, right? 0-2 count on Bree Ellis. She's kind of one of those players, even though she's in the bottom half of the lineup, has pop, has power. You got 2 base runners on. She's someone you don't really want to go yard here.
Boy, that was really, really close. A little shake of the head there by Fizer. She thought she had strike 3.
Reese is so good behind the plate. Listen, I'm always a pitcher's girly up here. I think that was a ball, and that's hard for me to say, but she's able to strike her out twice, probably in Amber Fizer fashion.
And her second strikeout of the inning. Bounced right back.
And a nice job being able to spin that curveball and go away. Listen, it's about establishing the in. You saw her do it, freeze her a couple times on the inside part of the plate for balls, and then works that outside pitch, maybe in the back of the dome of the hitter of like, hey, is she coming back in? You freeze her away.
Tiare Jennings swinging at the first pitch, and that'll twist back in amongst the spectators.
Quick break from the action, guys. And to those of you who've already subscribed or clicked to like and follow us, we certainly thank you. And you probably already received your free gift, and you can skip ahead. But for those of you who have not yet clicked that subscribe or follow button, we would like to ask you to do that for us because it really helps the channel. And we really appreciate those who support us so that we can keep making great content and growing this channel. So stay until the end of this video where we'll say thank you for watching and supporting us, but we'll do it in a tangible way you can personally enjoy and one that really brings actual value to you by giving you your choice of one of these 21 great digital guides or manuals you see on the screen right now, covering a wide array of useful subjects, and you'll even be able to read their table of contents before you decide. And that's how we know that each one of you will find something helpful and beneficial to your life's current journey or your future goals. They're valued between $19 and $27, but completely free. We'll see you at the end of the video and then provide you the simple steps to go get it and select yours. Now back to the action, folks.
Definitely off the plate that time. A ball and a strike. Fizer won 3 games in the regular season for the Bandits through 31 innings in the regular season. Deep breath there for Tiare Jennings. Couple runners aboard here for Team Palacios. They trail 1-0 in the second. Off speed. Top foul right at the plate. Goes to that off-speed pitch and records the strikeout as Pfizer 3 Ks in the inning. And that takes care of Team Palacios, who strand a pair.
Well, Amber Pfizer, a couple runners on, but that's okay. She spins a curveball a couple times and then pulls the string on the change to TRA.
Yeah, the Athletes Causes program is an integral part of every AU sport. It's powered by the Give Lively Foundation, and the Athletes Causes program allows our athletes to play and raise money for a nonprofit organization of their choice. Over 250 organizations have been a part of the program. It varies from youth sports to mental health and a whole lot more. And since 2020, AU athletes have donated over $3 million to these nonprofits. You can learn more. Visit auprosports.com. So much money going to so many worthy causes. And you're also, as the players come up, Moffitt Cancer Center is the cause for Kendra Falby. I see the other players' causes as well throughout the night. We will have Kendra Falby mic'd up out in the outfield here soon, a little later. You'll want to stick around for that as well. She has always been a spark plug. Puts it in play, and with her speed, you got to play it well at third base, and out is the call. Sammy Williams played it as well as she could, but in real time, looked like Falby might have beaten that out. It was a really close play.
I mean, so quick up the line, right? This is such a bang play. She was very convincing when she put her hands up in the air after, but the slow-mo helps us. I think she might be out. I think that was the right call. It's hard. Listen, I know sometimes, you know, you will give the umpires like, oh, that should be a strike or this or that. But, like, how fast in a bang play to be able to make the right call? Like, sorry, I don't feel like many people that scrutinize would be able to make the right call when they're so close like that.
Cameron Ellison, the first base umpire. It's like, you got that call right. And like you said, man, it was within an eyelash.
And it would make me like, you know, if I was an umpire, I'd feel good. I'm like, yeah, got that right. That, you see?
Well, here's the thing. He may not know right now, but I'm sure they'll review afterwards that, yeah, you got that one right. Yeah, whew, okay, thank you.
Yeah.
But he also knows that if the team thinks they're going to challenge it there, and they did not. So something to that as well. Casio off-speed pitch.
Well, and a very different part of the game is that, since we've added that, right, where you can challenge these calls, and I like it, and it's a hard thing, right, because sometimes you want the game to play out, but man, there are some situations where it can be the difference between winning and losing a game. And
to first base, Ellis will step on. Sounds like you have a love-hate relationship with
I do
replay.
like, well, no, I like the replay. I just remember like the vintage days where we didn't have that. Like, you play the game as it lies. It's almost Happy Gilmore style, right? You play the ball as it lies. And so that's kind of all that we know. And I like how the game continues to evolve. I'm just wondering too, like, for the ego part of it, sometimes with the umpires when they challenge it, like how that would make them feel getting it wrong. I mean, I guess you got to get over it pretty quick.
Yeah.
You don't have a choice, but
of all the different places you could use the golf analogy for play the ball as it lies.
I did there.
Terrific.
Thank you.
To go to Happy Gilmore.
Love me some Happy Gilmore.
And make Shooter McGavin feel like he was about to win the tournament before Chubbs came back into play. There's close play, but the foot of Ellis gets there
Chubbs
in time.
That's great.
Oh, Miss Chubbs. They go down in order. Nice inning for Kinsey Brown.
Manifesting the CJ.
Bing, bing, bing.
No, that's not it. I'm like, think. Yeah, that's all you're gonna. It's super simple.
Did you guys got it? We need this to go viral.
let's manifest Kendra Fulby with a bio blast. The Odessa, Florida native, two-time Rawlings Gold Glove winner, played for the Cascade. 6th place on the All-Star Cup leaderboard. Hello out there, Kendra Fulby. How are you tonight?
Good, how are you?
We are good. Hey, first thing I'm going to ask you. You were involved in a really close play. We looked at the replay, and you were out by an eyelash, according to Danielle and myself.
Oh, jump jacks, right there.
Out to Alchin. First pitch swinging. Boone flies out to center. What was your gut reaction, and what was the conversation quickly like while you guys were determining whether you wanted to challenge or not?
Yeah, everyone was looking at me. They're like, Kenny, what do you think? And I was like, I don't know, guys. I always think I'm safe.
Of course.
You got to put on yourself sometimes, especially with close plays like that. Listen, Coach Walton will tell you, I will always say I'm safe. So I'm like, you guys, you have a better view.
Well, Florida head coach Tim Walton, if you're watching, you can verify that with a text if you would like to.
He would say yes. It's very true.
When Bailey Klingler hit that walk-off home run yesterday, and she was rounding into home and doing that little jump thing. What is that?
Honestly, I couldn't even tell you where it came from, but we were like, wait, this would be fun because we're super energetic. We have a lot of positive vibes flowing. We're like, you know what, we're going to jump into home plate. And it was perfect. It was perfect. We all were doing it, and we've been doing it. I actually have no idea what it is, but I love it.
All right, I'm going to shift gears. At times, I feel like we don't see enough slappers in this game anymore, right? I came from an era where we saw it all the time.
Yes, Sid, yes, Sid.
So in today's defenses and athleticism, like, what, in your opinion, like, makes being a great slapper? Like, what do you have to do to be elite at that in this day and age?
Yeah, I feel like understanding the defense because, like, just like that, like, I thought, oh, I have a nice little soft slap. I hit it to T, and there you go. T is throwing me out, you know? So it's just reading the defense, trying to make it different for them, too, because I can have them in, I can have them back. Just honestly, like, reading the defense and doing the thing that works best in that moment is, like, how you can best be successful.
And then looking for, you know, from the outfield perspective, like the amount of ground, obviously you were known for playing center field with the Florida Gators, but just the people that don't really understand, playing elite outfield, if you were to tell the fans, like, what it takes to be elite at your position, like, what is that in a couple words?
Yeah, I would say never taking a pitch off. It's super important. Like, you never know when a ball can get hit to you, so you have to be locked in every single moment because at any moment, like, we're talking about triple threats. Aubrey Leach is up right now as a triple threat. She can slap at any given moment, so just making sure that I understand that if she slaps, I could get a bloop hit, but if she hits, she can also burn me, so just being in a position that I can cover up both.
You finished up at Florida in 2025, and you...
Yeah, Jax, John Jax.
Alchin there to make the catch. Well, you played in the All-Star Cup last year. You're in it this year. We'll let you go for now, but thanks so much for the input. Thanks for that insight. That's Kendra Fulby. 1-0 Team Klingler leading at the end of 3.
First ever Rawlings AUSL Gold Glove winner. And she said that's going to be a day 20 years from now when she reflects on her career that she will remember forever, receiving the most prestigious defensive award. But what stood out to her is the video she received after from her family, where softball has been the centerpiece for her 2 sisters, Sarah Romero, a former AUSL player, and then Mikey Romero, who's playing in the Red Sox organization, saying how much they looked up to her as a ball player and how proud her father would be of her. Who she laughed, she said he was always more focused on hitting, but he still always appreciated her defensive side. And she smiled thinking the way that he has looked over her this season.
Well, whenever Sydney does decide to hang up the cleat, she's going to have a lot to reflect on because there's a lot of meat on the bone there. And she sends it out to center field, and Alchin back there goes Boone to make the catch. But you mentioned her younger brother, Michael, who was a first-round pick of the Red Sox. He's a AAA. He's knocking on the door of the big leagues.
For sure, yeah. He's had himself a really good year. And listen, that could be one of the most decorated families.
Oh, you're not kidding.
Like, all across the board. I just cannot speak enough about them. I remember when Oklahoma was playing Michigan in the national championship, and both mom and dad were there, you know, torn. Who do you root for? What do you do? They had the, you know, one side of a jersey was Michigan, the other one was Oklahoma, and just the career that Sierra was able to have, which I think was really, really cool at
Oh,
the Big
man.
Ten level, right? Like for her to be able to be a National Player of the Year at Michigan, like Michigan had already been on the map. Of course, they won a national championship in 05, but I'm just saying it not being a pitcher, winning that, it being, you know, Romo was one of the coolest things for me to see.
Well, you mentioned Sierra, who obviously was a huge influence on her younger sister. And in fact, I think Sydney has said that Sierra, her sister, and Derek Jeter were kind of her two role models as she was growing up. So Klingler had the big hit last night. Her team with an unearned run in the first, leading this game. I'll tell you what, Bailey Klingler as a captain the last few weeks. Number one, her teams don't lose.
No.
They don't even lose innings, the win points from innings. It's been incredible. Look at this. Possible 390. And how many have they won?
390.
Yeah.
See that math?
Haven't lost a game. Putting that Washington degree to good work. There's a strikeout. That is the second for Kinsey Brown, and 2 away.
And this is just such a good pitch, right? This is pulling the string at a great count. You can just tell based on the swing and miss just how deceptive and how out in front the timing is on that pitch. 56 miles an hour.
Reese Atwood popped out to short her first time up. Team Klingler with that unearned run in the first took the inning points in the first, but scoreless in the second and third. So those points have rolled over. 30 inning points, win points available here in the fourth. No swing on the appeal. 3-0.
Dirty.
Swinging 3-0, and it was an off-speed pitch.
I mean, the fact that she's throwing a 3-0 change, like, listen, to be able to throw those counts, 3-0, 2-1, 1-0, 2-0, like, those are counts where you're not thinking the change. That's where she needed to be able to get that curveball there for a strike. But you know what I mean? Like, that's just goes to show how elite that pitch really is.
Just issued her first walk, 2-out free pass here in the fourth. And it allows Jadlyn Olchin to bat. Had her fooled on that one. Olchin hit one back to the circle her first time up and was retired. Championship Series MVP for the Utah Talons. And was one of the 3 finalists for that Rawlings Gold Glove, along with Alyssa Brito and, of course, Sydney Romero, who wound up taking the Gold Glove. Waited on it and drops that into center field. Really good base running by Atwood. Boone tried to deke her by putting the glove up like she was going to make a play on it, but Atwood read it the whole way and raced down to second. Base hit for Olchin, her third of the All-Star Cup.
Yeah, it does a really nice job of being able to kind of go with this off speed. This is 58 miles an hour, and she kind of keeps her weight back, just finds a way to get it out there, touch a little green. Opportunity here, base hit. Score some runs.
And Ilana Agbayani is the hitter. She batted in the 9-hole last night and maybe got overshadowed a bit by all the power that came about. But Bailey Klingler noticed she bounces her up in the batting order to the 6-hole in this game.
Well, she was a fire starter, I think, to me, just in that 9 spot with just what she was able to do, how she was able to get on base. She was so scrappy. She's so fast. The pressure that she is able to put on that defense. And what a compliment, moving her up, putting her right behind Jadlyn Olchin. That's back-to-back speed.
And that is caught on the fly by Ellis, moving towards the line. And that will retire the side. So a couple of 2-out base runners for Team Klingler but they strand both.
Briellis, look out. She got it.
Day of next weekend, and next Sunday is the final game of the 2026 AUSL All-Star Cup. First pitch swinging. And that's roped past the shortstop, flipping it into left field, and the captain, Charlize Palacios, is on with a leadoff base hit.
Well, this is big, too, just because there are a lot of zeros up there on the board, right? This is a 30-point inning on the line, so every single inning is worth 10 points. And if you do not score, they roll over to that next. So us being in the bottom of the fourth here, there's 30 points. You get that leadoff on, find a way to score, and you can give everyone on the squad 30.
Bubba Nichols Camarena looking to bunt and fouls it. You've probably noticed that we have a new pitcher as Pfizer went the first three scoreless, and Lexi Kilfoyle has come in.
Kilfoyle, that drop ball pitcher, one of the hardest just down pitches in the game. What you would call a heavy ball. Like, listen, if you swing at a drop ball that is too low and you hit that into your shin, there's no greater pain than that. And those are those drop ball pitchers. You see her in the regular season, not too shabby, 6-0 at 10 appearances, incredible ERA. And she was just that front runner. She was out there a lot in those big games. Just not able to do it at the end. Talons, man, I swear, in the championship, they're great all year because they just have such great arms, of course. 3 solid arms that they can put out there at any time. That All-Star Cup, they were next level.
Flip in, nice play, gets the lead runner, Palacios, at second base. She had to go deep towards that hole over there, but that's what Flippin has done all All-Star Cup.
Well, a good job here, just not panicking, right? Knowing, hey, I can go and get a ball deep in the hole. I got a good flip. Listen, her nickname is Flip. Makes sense. Flips it over there to Agbayani. Gets that lead out.
Flippin has been the defensive MVP twice this year. As voted on by her peers after games. She gets another chance here. How about that pickup? And this one, they do get one, almost turned 2 to end the inning, but Williams gets down the line quickly.
Well, I just love her taking charge of this, right? When you get those high choppers, you gotta go and get it. You have to charge it. You cannot wait. That ball's gonna eat you up. Just a master class at short here of trusting herself, trusting her mitt, and being able to make the great plays.
First pitch swinging, popped up on the right side, and Bailey Klingler under that. Kinney pops out to end the threat. Third base runner left on so far tonight by Team Palacios. It's still 1-0 Klingler. A family reunion this weekend, Sydney.
I'm at the Palacios legacy here. All of them catchers, all of them superstars. Sachel played in the AUSL, and then we have Sabian, proud brother, but they were also co-GMs. When I talked to Charlize when drafting her team, Sabian, I'm going to start with you. What advice did you give Charlize when drafting?
Well, I reassured her that, like, everybody in this league is so good, so whatever team she puts down on the field, it's going to work hard and, you know, just hone into your true leadership skills and, like, just get people that you want to surround yourself at the field with. But just putting up people who put up good at bats, that's what I look for.
Well, she drafted a lot of talented hitters. And Sachel, for you, you've been in the captain's chair. You've played in this All-Star Cup. What do you love about this format? And what advice did you have her about leading a squad?
Yeah, God is so good. Like, I was first-time captain week 3, and she's a first-time captain week 3 as well. I think, you know, play the board, but also just know that, like Sabian said, everybody here is really good, and it's kind of like that team camaraderie, coming together, being the leader that you are, obviously like a natural-born leader, being behind the plate, having that impact on the pitching mound, but also pouring into the people that are on the field. And when they can get behind a leader and want to run through a wall for them, magic happens, whether it's late in the game or throughout the game. So that's what I'm hoping happens here, a little bit of magic towards the end of the game, but just to be herself, and that she's a natural leader. Like, we've known this our whole life, and to see her be able to shine at this level and get to experience being a captain has been really cool for me.
Softball has been the catalyst of your entire family, but I love that all of you guys shared the same position, all proud catchers. When you watch Charlize play, what does she do so well behind the dish?
Oh my God, she's a great, first of all, pitch caller, which like we've all like went to appreciate the skill of just like learning how to like communicate with the pitchers and like kind of be the extra like helper to them. But she just does so well overall for her defense. She just sees the game so well, and it's so important as a catcher being one of the leaders of the field.
The unsung heroes. And when I talked to Charlize, she said, you walk so she could run. She's followed you throughout your entire career. Do you have a favorite memory because you got to play with your sister in your final year of playing pro?
This is a really unique environment. Like, it's not like your traditional regular season. Like, you're here for 5 weeks, you're constantly switching teams. I think for me, like, I was so lucky with the last season that I had to be able to share the field with her here, to just have not even just like the success on the field, but to have my best friend with me and to feel our support. I know our mom and dad are not here, but I know that they're tuned in right now, and they've always instilled that like support, whether it's playing on the softball field or the next big milestone in life. Like, we know that we're going to be there for each other. And definitely my last year here, this place holds a really special part for our whole family. And the fact that I got to go out with my sister, that last week I got to draft my sister, like that's some of my favorite memories, win or lose. I don't even remember what happened, but like the fact that I got to share it with her and just our family to get that experience here.
Well, we're happy you're back. You guys, thank you so much. Sachelle, Sabian, the Palacios family, nobody better.
Sydney, thank you very much. I'm sure the Palacios parents are watching and they are very proud. Our thanks to Sabian, Sachelle as well. I did hear not long ago there was a quote from Charlize. She said, you know, every once in a while somebody will call me Sachelle.
Oh, I
confusing my sister.
I do that all the time.
And I know some sisters would be, you know, kind of like, well, no. She said, you know what? I don't take that as an insult. In fact, it's the opposite. I take it as a compliment. And I love being. If you think I'm my sister, I don't have any problem with that if you call me by her name.
Well, and any time that I talk to Charlize, just about the pitch calling, right? I was talking about it when they were in Portland and just when she was with the Talons, like just kind of how she's able to do it. She says her sister is a huge part of that piece to be able to help her and talk things through. Listen, there's an art to pitch calling. There is just a trust that pitcher has to have in you. There is the homework that you have to do on the hitters, the film. There's a lot of things. And in order for me to trust you as a pitcher, I need to know that we're on the same page. And I feel like you can tell that when she's behind the plate.
Into right field. That is caught by Leach, and they double up Fulby to win the inning. Well,
I love it. Aubrey Leach got Kendra Falvey off. A little double play. Kenzie Brown has to be loving it. 2-for-1 special.
The bottom of the fifth for Team Palacios as they face Lexi Kilfoyle, who came in relief last inning. Take a look at the point breakdown. You know, Lexi's right on knocking on the door of the top three. She's been a captain already in this All-Star Cup. But you see how important the win points are.
Well over 70% of your point total is going to come from that, right? And I think being able to be on those winning teams is you're not winning this thing if you're losing. It's just
that was maybe inadvertently extremely witty and wisdom. It was great.
I mean, would you expect nothing less?
No, I don't. No. Too many years together. I expected that. Bree Ellis leading off. Strikeout victim her first time up.
It's a good pitch. That is a competitive pitch, 0-2. I mean, if you're not first, you're last. That's what they say.
Okay, Ricky Bobby.
I mean, it's true.
I thought when you were comparing something last inning and you used not too shabby, and I thought that was another Adam Sandler reference that you were dropping in. But I
actually do say that. I do say that. I've said it around you before.
You have.
It's fitting. This is my last game of the 2026 season for softball, and it's with you. Just constantly just give me a hard time.
Like I've said many times, it entertains me, and I think it entertains America. So I
don't know.
Only 4 hits in this game, 2 for each side. Ellis has come back, run this to a full count, and we'll see another pitch.
Someone like Brie Ellis, you know, Sydney Supley talked about her wanting to get a little bit more level with her swing because she tends to get underneath it. Listen, on a drop ball pitcher, that's not a bad idea. Like, if I can elevate that drop ball, I feel like I could do a little damage with it. Oof. Not on that one, though. That's tough.
Ran it right in on the hands. First strikeout in this relief appearance for Lexi Kilfoyle.
And this just almost seems unhittable. This is just that true drop ball, fastball-ish pitch on the inner half. Look at the corner. Like, you know, at a 3-2 count, you cannot leave that, but it is so hard to be able to barrel up the way it's moving in on her. So good.
Out of Gold's going to come off the bench. Good bat here for Jennings. So Gold bats, 1 out, bases empty. Team Palacios down 1-0 in the bottom of the 5th.
Pitch.
He takes it to 0-2. The regular season numbers for Gold.
It was too easy.
Back-to-back strikeouts for Kilfoyle. Suddenly 2 down in the inning.
Well, just a quick good morning, good afternoon, and then good night on the change. Look at her just get around in the spin on that pitch. 53 miles an hour. So good.
Well, the strikeouts, a couple of them back-to-back here. Off speed, waving a miss by Riley Boone. Recording these outs, Kilfoyle, you get a pitching point, you get +4 points for every out that you record as a pitcher. So it's bumped up Kilfoyle to 3rd place on the leaderboard. You know, once they figure out after this game, the leaderboard after the voting for MVP and defensive MVP, you'll know who the top 3 are, and that sets up the draft for the final time, with next weekend being the last weekend. And coming in, basket catch made by Jalen Olchin. And it sets him down in order. Lexi Kilfoyle, nice inning for her as we have finished 5. She is the leader atop that leaderboard right now. She's due up 3rd in this inning. An unearned run for Team Klingler in the 1st, the only tally. Look at her breakdown. MVP. That shows you that she's done more than just win, and she's done a lot of winning too. She's been a big part of those wins, like last night.
She sure was.
Top of the order, Skylar Wallace leading off. 50 points. The win points have rolled over again, as they have since the 2nd inning. Well, last night the game went to the 7th scoreless, and it was the first time in the history of the AUSL All-Star Cup that had happened. Going back a handful of years. That was just foul.
You've been to UW before, right? Have you been there?
You and I have called games there, so yes. The answer is yes.
When was that? We've been calling games together since 2015.
We called a regional or a super there, and
okay. Well, I was going to ask if you'd ever seen the cherry blossoms behind the inspiration on her.
Yeah, yes. My favorite things about that facility. Number one, it's not the press box, but that's a whole other story.
It's getting fixed.
Good to hear. That's good news. Good news.
Bet Coach Tar's listening.
The Eagles that are always out there by the lake.
Always. I know. You can't find a...
It's a great fit. It is incredible.
But have you seen the cherry blossoms in person? It's right up on campus.
Yeah.
It's the shape of like a W when they're in full bloom. But have you seen them in person?
Yeah, in the springtime.
Okay. All right, just making sure. It's been a long season for me, Mark.
Off speed, swing and a miss.
Part of
and
me
a strikeout.
Doesn't believe that you've seen them.
Well, I think the regional that I'm thinking of, but you and I did do games there, was with Amanda Scarborough when we were there in the springtime. Anyway.
So it wasn't with me. Change up so good.
But we have done games there. We did a super or something, or yeah, we have.
Was that when we had Kentucky?
Yes, Kentucky was there.
Okay. Yeah, remember we had that issue with
we were rained out, and then we weren't rained out.
And then we had to come back. Yeah, I remember.
Now you're recalling. It's coming back to you.
I do.
All right. Here's the 1-0 pitch. Little check swing. Did she go? Yes. Cindy Romero reached on a 3-base error. The second batter of the game and scored on a Klingler sac fly. That's been the only run. It's an unearned run. Since then, Cindy fly to center last time up. Kenzie Brown, we mentioned this either last night or Friday, how she has really pitched well here in the All-Star Cup, and tonight is no exception.
Yeah, she worked her changeup really well. I feel like she's been able to get out of some pressure moments where there have been some runners on, and is, besides that unearned run in the first, right? Like she's been cruising.
There's a walk on the 3-2 pitch. Kenzie Brown. Brown, by the way, has moved up 8 spots on the leaderboard with her performance so far tonight, adding 60 points. So up to the moment, she's tied for 22nd. 1 out free pass to Romero, and that's going to bring up the captain. Bailey Klingler takes ball 1. Last night, the way the night ended was about as dramatic as you'll find.
I mean, so good. Reaction, just a pure joy.
Line left field. Bubba Nichols, Camarena right there. That was barreled up by Bailey, but hit it right to the left fielder for the second out. Bubba making the play in left field for out number 2. Cleanup hitter Reese Atwood stands in. Hits this one well, but just a step or so to her right for Aubrey Leach. A couple of line drives, a couple of atta balls, side retired. Third base runner left on by Team Klingler. On the top of the order here for Team Palacios. Those win points are still out there. 50 points here in the bottom of the 6th inning. Atwood and Kilfoyle need to discuss here with Maria Harper, top of the order up. All right, Team Klingler ready to go. Maria Harper has popped to short and fouled out to third so far tonight and gets hit by the pitch. She quickly dispenses with the bat and heads to first base, and there's the potential tying run. Now, here comes Aubrey Leach. Team Palacios, let's see how they play this. Do you anticipate Aubrey trying to lay one down here or maybe slap?
I think she'll slap.
Well, Looked like she was looking to perhaps do what you suggested. Ground out to short. She's fly to center. And now she lays down the bunt, and it does roll foul. That's all Sydney Romero really could do there. Just had a little spin to it that took it into foul territory. And tried again, and this time is going to make no doubt about it.
Safe. Oh, I'm reviewing this.
Well, I think Reese Atwood got her. That
Wow.
All right. Really good play by Atwood coming out there.
She's safe.
Ooh, well, really? That was close.
Maybe not enough to overturn it, but I still stand by how I feel.
I assumed you would.
But sacrifice?
It is, yes.
So she's still going to get some points.
Yes, she does indeed. That's plus 10 for a sack bunt.
Now it puts the captain in a good spot here. Charlize, base hit, ties this game up.
It's this one to right field. Wallace comes in, tagging Harper. Throw coming to third base, just a hair up the line. Pretty good throw there by Wallace. And it's somewhat close, but Harper advances, and she's at third with 2 outs. And it gives Bubba Nichols Camarena an opportunity after the Palacios fly out. Potential tying run at third and 2 away. 50 inning win points on the line. Walking a fielder's choice tonight for Bubba. Leadoff hit by pitch. We'll put Amari Harper on, and she's gone station to station at third base now with 2 outs. Out to Flippin. And Hannah makes the catch. Side retired. Runner left at third. Harper stranded. That's 4 left on by Team Palacios. We're going to the 7th. 1-0 team. Saturday, Sunday games to finish it out right here on MLB Network. 5, 6, and 7 part of the order to face Kenzie Brown. She's been the starter and just the 1 unearned run allowed as you look at her numbers tonight. Olchene has one of the 2 base hits tonight for Team Klingler. That was her last time up. In the 4th, she singled to center. Olchen, then Agbayani, and a Flippin.
If I'm Team Klingler too, not only are there a lot of points up there to be able to get with the innings, but I wouldn't mind a little extra insurance.
No doubt.
To go into the bottom half.
That's to left field. Good break though, and Bubba Nichols Camarena read that well off the bat. Olchen lines out to the Team Palacios left fielder. So Brown records the first out here in the top of the 7th. It'll send up Ilana Agbayani. So Since we are on MLB Network tonight, I guess I should mention, of course, that Alana's dad, Benny, played a long time in the big leagues, Mets, Rockies, Red Sox. And he also wore number 50 in the big leagues. She has a brother, Bruin, who's a 6th-round pick in the 2025 MLB draft by the Twins. He's in the minor leagues. Three balls, no strikes. That is a 4-pitch walk. And puts on Agbayani. Kinsey has more, or I should say Sydney has more on Kinsey Brown.
I wish I was Kenzie Brown, Mark. You guys have mentioned how she has settled into this game. That is in part, she was very vulnerable with her catcher and captain, Charlize, saying, at times I feel imposter syndrome playing in this All-Star Cup. So you'll constantly hear Charlize remind her that she deserves to play on this stage. And on top of that, when I asked Charlize what makes Brown so good, she said, I wanted to draft her because it was my first time catching her, and I've been amazed with her late sharp break. She is somebody, especially on that changeup, she said, it's dropping 6 to 8 inches and so hard for hitters to defend.
Sydney on Kinsey, appreciate that. And a flippant took a big hack fly to right there. We're going to have a pinch hitter for Kendra Fulby as Michaela Edenfield come off the bench to bat here.
I mean, Kenzie Brown's stuff is so good. I mean, it can be hard sometimes in a league like this and playing in AUSL to get lost in all the studs that are around you, right? But I mean, when she really is at her best, she is one of the best pitchers in this league, and that changeup is the separator for her. But it's being able to believe that part, I think, is half the battle, right? Pitching is, you're not always going to have your A+ day, but can you find a way to be able to be successful and sometimes fake it till you make it? But I love that Palacios behind the plate continuing to instill that confidence, because I think that's where you learn, right? When you can be around some different vets in the game that have been here, they can kind of help navigate just the road of what it's like being a rookie. And
Enfield on Team Klingler for the 2nd straight weekend. And off the bench. Now has the count in her favor at 3-0.
I know my girl Kaylee Rafter is one of the assistant coaches at Florida State's watching the game. Kayla Edenfield, Florida State grad. Lonnie Alameda is probably watching too. Hey, Coach.
3 balls and a strike on Michaela off the bench. And that is ball 4. So the 2nd walk of the inning handed out by Kinsey Brown. A couple 2-out base runners here for Team Klingler in the top of the 7th inning.
When you could tell she's frustrated.
Jesse Warren's going to come off the bench now. Speaking of Florida State. That trend continues here as Jesse Warren will bat.
I don't know, it must be a Knoll thing.
Yes.
Back-to-back Knolls.
Kendra Fulby will re-enter. So she comes back and will run at first base for Edenfield. So you get the speed of Fulby at first. Agbayani's the lead runner at 2nd. So a couple 2-out runners here. Jesse Warren off the bench batting for Ocasio. Old foul down the third base side. There's Jesse Warren. Was a part of Lonnie Alameda's championship team in 2018. Reaches for it, pops it up. It looks like it'll twist on top of the dugout. Unearned run for Team Klingler in the first inning. They're trying to add to that here in the 7th. 2 on, 2 out. 0-2 pitch. That's in play out to shallow right field, and it's going to hang up. Who wants it? And Leach makes the catch. That turned into a bit of an adventure, but the second baseman, Leach, rolled off Harper and made the play. Sammy Williams going to lead off. Ellis due up third. We'll go to the bottom half. Still 1-0. It's for Team Palacios. Sammy Williams leading off and punches it. Oh, Bailey Klingler with the glove this time in the 7th inning. Somehow stretches in foul territory. You knew it wasn't going to be a fair ball, but it was playable for Bailey, and what a play for the first out.
Yeah, this is so good. It's her initial first step, going towards that glove side, reaching up. A little Air Jordan here. Let's go.
That sets down Sammy Williams. Now McKinney, who takes a strike.
Loving it.
Gets the high five from pitcher Lexi Kilfoyle. Fouled away. If this score were to hold, it's just one unearned run for Team Klingler in the first. That would be a tough way for Kenzie Brown to take the loss, the starting pitcher for Team Palacios, who, by the way, is only the second pitcher to pitch all 7 innings in a game in this All-Star Cup in 2026, Rachel Garcia being the other. But still a couple outs for Team Palacios to play with here. Sydney McKinney has one of their 2 hits. That was a single to left back in the 2nd inning. Also, if this score holds, it would be the 7th 1-0 game in All-Star Cup history. Another 0-2 pitch from Lexi Kilfoyle. The changeup's hit in the air to center field. Olchen back now. And hauls it in for out number 2. And it'll bring the power bat of Bri Ellis to the plate. Rio for 2 tonight. And Palacios down to their final out, down a run. Kilfoyle looking to go the final 4 innings of this game in relief. Took over for starter Amber Pfizer, who pitched the first 3. And a strike on that high outside corner, and suddenly Team Palacios down to their final strike.
Yeah, still pumping strikes, doing a really good job of being able to get ahead. I'm going tight in. A little off speed. Go back to her previous at bat on that strikeout. In tight on the hands.
That was a nasty pitch that struck her out in the 5th.
It was tough.
And
I think seems unhittable.
I think you're onto something. I think would not be surprised if that same pitch comes right here.
I'm not missing. I'm going in, but I'm not missing.
Yeah, you leave it over to plate, and it's a tie game.
Yes.
Plate umpire Robbie Guest needs time. It might have been an issue that he heard from the catcher, Reese Atwood, on the pitch count. All right, now they're ready. Here's that 0-2. Let's went to her drop ball. I think maybe the pitch we're talking about is one she wants to keep a little deeper into the sequence for the very reason you talked about. You don't want to miss over the plate with it.
Well, and you see Ellis, too, is backed a little bit off the plate to be able to go cover that inside part, not wanting to get beat, right, on that same pitch. But does a good job laying off that drop ball away. Tough pitch to lay off.
0-2 to 2-2. There it is.
Ouch.
Ellis got a piece of it. Fun to follow the little cat and mouse game going on here with the game on the line. 1-0 Team Klingler. Team Palacios down to their final strike. 2-2 pitch.
It's a good at bat by Bree.
Really good. Well, behind 0-2, it's now full. And almost was in a really bad spot, but it was up just enough. R.A. Jennings is the on-deck hitter. Ellis can keep this game going. Now Atwood and Kilfoyle and a Flippin and Bailey Klingler will listen in as well here, and I'm sure they're talking about what they want to bring next pitch selection wise.
For sure, yeah, getting on the same page. Like Bree Ellis was hand hurt a little bit. Maybe there was a little bit of let me just give you a second.
She's shaking that right hand.
Yeah.
This next pitch will be the 9th pitch of this plate appearance for Bree Ellis. Another 3-2. The ball's hit softly out to third. Romero throws and got her by a step to end the game. Well, it came off the bat kind of funny. It took a weird hop in front of the plate, but Romero fields and throws out Ellis.
Ruling on the field is that the runner is out at first base.
Well, they have a challenge to use, so why not?
Team Palacios is challenging the ruling on the field. The play's under further review.
I wanted a little bit more of a dart thrown across the diamond myself.
Ooh.
She's safe.
Well, this game may not be over. I think, is that enough to overturn it?
Listen, I usually always say my truth, and it tends to be the opposite. So I don't know. I don't think there's enough.
I don't think so. That really slow-mo right there made it where it's going to maybe tough to overturn the call on the field. But I tell you what, base umpire Cameron Ellison over there first has had a bunch of these bang-bang plays all night. He's nailed them. Let's see if this will hold up or not after the challenge from Team Palacios.
After further review, the call on the field stands. The runner is out at first base.
Well, as suspected, call stands. Wasn't enough to overturn it, but it was close. Like you said, wasn't a lot of zip on the throw. That allowed it to be a really close play.
It did, yeah. Maybe a little bit more of a, just kind of fire it across the diamond, get that sure out. They did, and Team Klingler.
But
Pretty sure she's gonna be able to rock that gold uniform next week and head into the last.
Yeah. And Kilfoyle, 4 innings to close it out. She's down on the field with Sydney.
Lexi, what was your mindset when Captain Bailey Klingler called your name to deliver 4 scoreless innings?
I mean, just trust my defense out there. I think I preach that a lot, and I have some of the best defenders in the country behind me. So I just go out, chip at the corners, and I know that they're going to do their job.
Between yourself and Amber Pfizer, who combined for a shutout, what was it like just being able to work on a staff with her and everybody else in your bullpen?
I mean, there's just so much brain out there. I think they're also good at passing on information, and so Amber was talking to me the second she got off the field, feeding me with information. So she really set me up for success when I went out there.
Yeah, we saw a huddle before that last pitch to make the final out, and I could see Hannah flipping, even your shortstop getting in. Was she telling you what pitch to throw?
We were just coming up with a game plan. I told them, I was like, she's shaking her hand a little bit. I'm going to jam her, so be ready over on that corner, and they were.
I love the insight. We wrap up weekend number 3. What's your mindset and your goal heading into the final week here at All-Star Cup?
Honestly, I think what my mindset was this entire time, I think I'm just going to go out, have a blast, and just pitch my game of ball and trust whatever happens, and it happens for a reason.
Thanks, Lex.
Yes, thank you.
Lexi Kilfoyle, that 9-pitch at bat for Bree Ellis to end the game in a bang-bang play, but with an unearned run in the first, Team Klingler wins it 1-0, and all Team Klingler does is win. It's been incredible. Let's take a look with the win points just assessed. We are waiting the voting for MVP and defensive MVP, but how about this? Kilfoyle's jumped to 2, flipping now at 3. So unconfirmed for the Series 4 captains, awaiting the MVP results. But another low-scoring game and an unearned run. Tough loss for Kinsey Brown, who pitched really well again tonight.
For sure. And listen, that's what you're seeing a lot with this league. It's just these tight, close games. Pitchers are really showing up and making it hard on the hitters. Listen, I don't mind me a pitcher's duel. I'll take this any night before I see 10-plus runs up on the board. I've missed this. So for my last game of the 20...
All right, guys, thank you so much again for watching and supporting the channel. For those subscribers who have already seen and made the move to receive your free gift for liking and subscribing to support our channel, feel free to click to skip and begin watching the next great video. And so to get the free gift that we mentioned it to you, which is your selection of one of these 21 fantastic digital guides or manuals shown on the screen. And I have personally reviewed several of them just to get an idea of whether they are quality or just fluff. And I tell you guys, they really have gone the distance and made each of them relevant, useful, valuable information on all these different subjects, and some of them are nearly 35 pages long and packed with truths, proven, tested techniques, and advice, and you will see for yourself that $19 to $27 really is a fair value range for the one you will select for free. And so we need you to simply follow these simple steps. Click the like button on this video. If you haven't already done so, make sure the subscribe or follow button is clicked now, or some of you clicked it earlier, that's fine. And then in the comments section, simply type the word GIFT, 4 letters, G-I-F-T, and once you've done that, you can click the link in the bio or description, or you can type the link and go to gift.3z3.me. Oh, that's G-I-F-T dot, the number 3, the letter Z, and the number 3.me. That's gift.3z3.me. And this free gift is being provided today by the sponsor of this video, AIContentCreator.app. And if you click on the link, you'll be taken to the site. And there will be a blue button that is highlighted there for you. And the way it works is very simple. They support our channel and provide for you this free gift when you like, subscribe, or follow and type GIFT in the comments, which helps our channel with the algorithms. And then their hope is that you will see something you like, or you will fall in love with any of their products and services that you see there. And also because they're having a super 80% off promotion right now. Again, no purchase required and no hoops to jump through. Their AI bot will simply verify that you actually did perform the like, the subscribe, or follow to our channel, and that you type the word GIFT in the comments. And if you like anything you see there, they will in turn provide a small commission to us to help support our channel.